In this video, I'm going to go over your COVID-19 research project and what you're going to be doing in science for the rest of the year. So here it is. What you're going to be doing is you're going to be doing a Meme-ories slide. So I'll tell you what that is right now. This is nitty gritty information about what I'm going to explain to you, but this is basically like a full explanation about what I need in the slides. However, all of these things that you need in each of your slides, I put in the slides for you already so that you can just look at each slide as you're going through and write the information you need for it. But here's the overview. We are currently living through historic times. It isn't every day that the entire world gets shut down by a global pandemic. This is worth remembering, and what better way than utilizing one thing that is keeping us all laughing while stuck at home? That's right, memes. Your task is to research the coronavirus that causes the COVID-19 disease and share your findings in a 10-slide digital project. To make this project a memory you won't forget, you will be incorporating memes to illustrate your slides and bring humor during a time where we could all use a little laughter. While it is important to be creative and use your images to visually commemorate this time, make sure that they are appropriate and that all information is accurate. This research project is meant to be both educational and hilarious. Okay, so that's the overview summary of that. You are going to be telling us what COVID-19 is, what it looks like, the prevention, all of that stuff, except in your slides, you're going to be using memes as your images throughout the slides. So let's look at it right now. So I made an example of this. However, instead of using memes, I use Bitmoji just so that, like it says here, I didn't want to steal your memes because, I mean, memes, you can come across the same memes all the time. So I didn't want to accidentally steal the memes that you wanted to use, so I just went through the process in Bitmoji. So let's look at what this should look like. So your first slide right here at the bottom in this description box, it is going to tell you exactly what I need on the slide. So these instructions say description of what the coronavirus is and how it causes the disease COVID-19. So in our slides that we've been going over in class, we talked about that there are different types of coronaviruses, okay? So you're going to tell me how that coronavirus turned into COVID-19. Okay, so right here, I gave you an example. What is the coronavirus and how did it cause COVID-19? That's my title. And in here, I'm going to type an explanation about it. And the picture I chose was me and this little journey dude laughing it up. Okay, that was my picture. Second slide. Here again are the instructions I need for this slide. Description of how the disease has become a pandemic with references to how viruses replicate. So, how diseases become a pandemic, that is my title. And diseases become a pandemic by, and as you can see from my pictures, spreading cold germs all over the place, or like coronavirus germs because we're not washing our hands. And when you have too many people, it's just inevitable that things like that will spread. And then there are other reasons it spread, like travel and, huge family gatherings, things like that. So I'm going to explain all of that information in the box while giving you some pictures to represent what I'm talking about. This slide, description of the symptoms of COVID-19, highlighting how the disease disrupts homeostasis in the organ systems it most impacts. So what are the symptoms of COVID-19? That's what you're giving me. How does it affect people? So right here, I have pictures of me being sick through my Bitmoji. So you're going to talk about how it affects your respiration, aka your breathing. People get flu-like symptoms. People are losing their sense of smell and taste. Those are all common symptoms of COVID-19. So you're going to give me that information. So you're just going to go through each slide, and at the bottom, each one of them has instructions on what I need on the slide, and you're going to insert your memes. Again, I use Bitmoji but you should be getting memes off the internet. Okay, you're researching and looking for memes for this whole slide. Don't use Bitmoji, use your memes. And again, use appropriate memes, any school appropriate ones. So that means I don't want any memes that have cussing on them. Anything that might be like any school inappropriate thing at all, please do not use those memes. Find a different one. There are plenty of clean memes that you could find. If you have to repeat some names, that's okay. I'm not worried about it, but try to do an original one per slide like I did. Okay. And here at the end, the works cited, what I want you to do is you tell me where you got your information. So here's an example. Most of your information are going to come from our coronavirus slides. Okay, and if you don't know where those are, they are right here under COVID-19. This is COVID-19 slides. You can get all the information from these slides. Oh, is it not there? Oh yeah, there it is. Click on the link and you go through it. All right. But you may need to get more information because maybe there's a question in here that I didn't cover exactly. So you're going to have to do your own research a little bit. That's okay. If you do your own research and you find the information, tell me the website you got it from. Okay. So for example, I showed here that maybe I got statistics about COVID-19 from CNN. Cool. I'm just going to put the URL where I got that information, and I'm going to put it on the works cited page. This is so that I can see where you got your information in case I'm curious about something and I want to look at those statistics and be like, oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that, and I'll look that up. That's what this is for. Okay, so this should be pretty fun and easy to go through. You have until like the rest of the school year to get this done. So every Thursday, you are going to be working on this project independently. If you need to ask an elbow partner for help, that's totally fine. But just be prepared to be researching stuff online, finding pictures online, putting them on here. And I'll also post a video about how to insert images in Google Slides in case you don't know how to do that, so that you're just ready to go. All right, if you have any questions about this, please ask.